Imagine a computer so small it can sit effortlessly in the palm of your hand, yet so devastatingly powerful that it actively terrifies full-size desktop workstations. For decades, the tech industry forced us to accept a rigid, compromise-heavy law of physics. If you wanted absolute, crushing computational power, you had to buy a massive, heavy, dust-collecting plastic tower that sat under your desk and consumed as much electricity as a household appliance. If you wanted something small, quiet, and minimalist, you had to settle for a glorified smartphone chip that choked and sputtered the moment you tried to execute a serious task. We lived with this compromise because we thought there was no other way. But behind the secure glass walls of Apple Park, a silent, radical architectural revolution was being plotted. A device designed to completely shatter the relationship between physical size and elite, studio-grade performance. This is the story of the Apple Mac Mini M5, a machine engineered with a level of near-impossible efficiency, built to aggressively humiliate the status quo and fundamentally redefine what a desktop computer is allowed to achieve. To truly understand the massive engineering leap this tiny silver box represents, we have to look closely at the deep tectonic shift happening in the global technology landscape. We are living in an era dominated by hyper-advanced artificial intelligence, complex local data processing, massive multi-track audio engineering, and ultra-high-definition visual rendering. The demands we place on our computers have skyrocketed exponentially. Yet, at the exact same time, our workspaces are shrinking. Creative professionals, software engineers, and daily power users are completely tired of cluttered desks, tangled cords, and the constant, annoying drone of high RPM cooling fans. Apple looked at this collision of needs and decided to engineer an absolute masterpiece of defiance. They didn't just iterate on an old design. They took the terrifying raw power of their next-generation M5 silicon architecture and compressed it into a form factor so impossibly compact it feels like an industrial magic trick. The moment you place the Mac Mini M5 on your desk, your brain experiences a profound sense of cognitive dissonance. It sits there silently, a pristine block of precision-milled aluminum with a footprint so small it practically disappears into your setup. There are no flashing neon lights, no aggressive vents, and no unnecessary bulk. It is a masterclass in minimalist geometric design. Apple's materials science team optimized the structural casing from high-grade, structurally dense recycled alloys, giving it a premium, rock-solid rigidity that feels completely indestructible. It looks less like a traditional computer and more like a high-end architectural sculpture. But do not let this quiet, elegant exterior fool you. Inside this tiny chassis lies an absolute monster, a piece of computational silicon engineered to unleash absolute fury the millisecond you demand it. The true soul of this disruption is the M5 chip itself. This isn't just an incremental update with a slightly higher clock speed meant to look good on a marketing slide. The M5 architecture represents a fundamental, ground-up reimagining of how data moves through silicon. Built on a revolutionary, ultra-dense microscopic process node, Apple has crowded billions of transistors into a space that defies traditional